We begin with a Heisman pose in the Big Apple for Alabama's Bryce Young. The Crimson Tide quarterback became the fourth Alabama player to win college football's most prestigious award and the first signal caller to do so for the program. Young saved his best performances for last, and in doing so ran away with this year's Heisman Trophy award, winning the award in a ceremony in New York City on Saturday night. A sophomore and a former five-star prospect from California, Young entered the season with sky-high expectations. It was down the stretch in a dramatic come-from-behind win at Auburn to close out the regular season, and then by dominating number 3 Georgia and its top-ranked defense in the SEC championship game a week later, that sealed his Heisman victory. Here's more from Times Square.
It was a whirlwind of emotions for sure, hearing your name, and then composing yourself to speak. So it was surreal, and it was truly an honor and a blessing.
Bryce certainly was fantastic for us this year, and so pleased and happy and proud that he was actually honored and recognized for that.
43 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions for Young this season will see him and Bama in the college football playoff. In at number 4, Army-Navy did not disappoint at MetLife Stadium last weekend. Navy snapped Army's 4-game win streak in the game. Navy's defense limited Army to 57 second-half yards and a season-low 232 overall in a 17-13 victory Saturday in a game played at the Meadowlands to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Both teams traded early scores in the first half. Army led 13-7 at the break, but an early third-quarter touchdown, seen right here, propelled Navy, giving them a 14-13 lead. Navy's defense and a late field goal sealed it.
We were going to come out swinging. We were going to come out swinging. We were going to be on attack mode from the beginning. Our toughness is been called into question, and I've been doing this a long time. Our guys on our team are some of the toughest people in this world, so that's the wrong people to challenge their toughness.
Navy's season is over with 4 wins, but this one will be a memorable one for a long time for Navy. Army and Bronx native quarterback Christian Anderson has 8 wins on the season and will play Missouri in the Armed Forces Bowl in Texas on December 22nd. I'll be rooting for Army and Anderson in that one. Bowl season is upon us as college football winds down. Formula One and the racing season is now complete, and what an absolute season it was. The Formula One championship came down to a winner-take-all final race and one lap of racing in which Max Verstappen, the eager young rival, stormed past Lewis Hamilton to win his first title Sunday in a dramatic and controversial finish to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. For most of the race, Verstappen and his Red Bull team had no answer for the speed of Mercedes' Hamilton. The 7-time champion led most of the 58-lap race. After the safety car came out following a crash, race director Michael Massey decided to allow lap cars to overtake the safety car on the restart. That helped Verstappen, who was in second place but was several cars behind Hamilton because he had pitted for the restart and set up the final lap drama. The decision resulted in a chaotic lap with Verstappen running on fresh, soft tires from his pit stop, pulling ahead of Hamilton, whose hard tires had not been changed since the 14th lap. Max becomes one of the youngest F1 champions ever at age 24. Congrats to Max Verstappen. The racing world is buzzing over the F1 finale. It's also in a state of mourning this week. Al Unser Sr., a 4-time winner of the Indianapolis 500 and 3-time champion in what is now the IndyCar Series, died last Thursday. Unser had been diagnosed with cancer 17 years ago. He was 82 years of age. Indianapolis Motor Speedway said early last Friday that Unser died at his home in New Mexico with his wife Susan by his side. In addition to his 4 Indianapolis 500 wins, his son, Al Unser Jr., won the race twice, making them the only father and son duo to win the race. Al Sr.'s brother Bobby won the 500 3 times, making them the only brothers to do so. Godspeed, Big Al, you will be missed. The same could be said in the NFL. The Denver Broncos on Sunday honored its former star wide receiver Damarius Thomas. Thomas died suddenly last week at age 33. He played 10 seasons in the NFL, most of them with the Broncos, and is considered one of the best wide receivers in franchise history. Winning 2 AFC championships and Super Bowl 50, he was selected to multiple Pro Bowls and is second all-time in Broncos history in receiving yards. Broncos players wore Thomas's team number 88. as a decal on their helmets during the game against the Detroit Lions in Denver on Sunday. The number also was painted on Denver's sideline. Denver paid tribute to Thomas in a 38-10 victory over Detroit. Our condolences to the Thomas family. That's 5 stories that you may have missed. Here's 5 to look out for. The Giants will host rival Dallas in their final home game of the season this weekend. The G-Men have dropped 2 straight, including last weekend's road game to the Chargers. Here's more.
Yeah, you can't afford, with how close every game is in this league and how fine the line is between success and, coming up short, to go out there and make mistakes. We got to make sure we do our best job coaching and we execute our best way as players. That's the reality of what you have to do to have success in this league. And there's too many opportunities out there today that we didn't take advantage of. There's plenty of things that we need to do better. There's plenty of opportunities within the game that, if we're able to capitalize on, we're in a different position.
Not my best. Didn't feel like we were as effective as a pass offense as we need to be. Offensive line played well. One of the better pass rushing defenses in the league, and I believe we only gave up 1 sack. We ran the ball well, so starting with me, we needed to be more effective in the pass game.
Meantime, the Jets travel to rival Miami this Sunday. That's also a 1 p.m. kickoff. Gang Green was crushed by New Orleans last Sunday at home. We go back inside the locker room for more.
I think anyone would be disappointed with any loss, regardless if you're in playoff contention or not. Simple as that. It sucks to lose. No one wants to lose. We don't go out there practice every day to lose. So, it's disappointing, but I'd be disappointed about any game. I don't care if we're in playoffs or, anything like that. A loss is a loss. I hate losing. You know what I'm saying? I love winning. But, that's what it was. Yeah, it's disappointing, but no matter what, it's going to be disappointing no matter what.
And at number 3 on the back end of 5-on-5, 21 of the top 25 college basketball teams on the men's side will be in action tomorrow. We talked about it recently on the show. There have been plenty of upsets to go around. Rutgers and Ron Harper Jr. hung one on Purdue that won't be forgotten anytime soon. Here's more.
And what these guys did was the turnaround. They were focused. This is a good basketball team. We keep telling you guys that. And you saw tonight a good basketball team, and we're missing a few pieces. So proud of the crowd. The students were unbelievable. The environment, the band, the riot squad, the cheerleaders, the dance team, and all the fans in the community come out, make this a hard place to play, because when we go on the road in this league, it's tough. It's a tough league to go on the road in, and we've made Jersey Mike's now a place that's tough for people to come in and play. So I thank you guys, for that, and I thank the fans for coming out and saw it like a history was made tonight.
What a shot, what a finish in college basketball. And at number 4, move over to the pro side. The Knicks will be in Boston Saturday night at 7 p.m. And at number 5, we'll stay with the NBA. The Nets will be home to host Orlando in Brooklyn Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. The Nets will also host Denver on Sunday at 7:30. That's 5-on-5 to the C-list for the crowning of a New York City champion. Well, fans, we can't seem to win an NBA championship, a Super Bowl, a World Series, or a Stanley Cup here in New York, at least not of late. But the Big Apple now has the best soccer team in the country. That's right. New York City FC have their first MLS Cup in franchise history as they defeated the Portland Timbers via a penalty shootout after the match ended 1-1 after regulation and extra time. NYCFC keeper Sean Johnson was the hero in this one as he made 2 clutch saves to secure a 4-2 shootout win to clinch the title. Here's more with the finals MVP.
It feels unbelievable to be able to call ourselves champions. What a ride so far. This journey was crazy this year. So many ups, so many downs, and we talked amongst ourselves before the game and just said it's a massive opportunity to make it all worth it. And this is what we live for: these moments, to be the MVP of the finals. It means the world, but it means so much more to lift the cup for this club.
Much respect to NYCFC. The team has been good for years. Since joining the MLS in 2013, they have been very competitive. They have also been good tenants at Yankee Stadium, too. It was cool to see Yankee manager Aaron Boone go and show his support in the final. NYCFC had their moment at City Hall this past Tuesday, well-deserved and hopefully inspiring for the Yankees and the rest of the Big Apple pro teams. That's your look at sports. I'm Bobby C.